there. Give them back their money. Go on.
It is the custom, my lady.
This custom stops now. Do as I said. Do as I said. Water will never again be sold at the Atreides' door. At the end of every meal, any person who calls at this door may receive a full cup, free.
Is it possible? Could it be possible that she brings the Mahdi?
The thing must take its course.
What about the mining accounts?
The Harkonnen spice operation took 10 billion Solaris out of here every year.
Now, does anyone here still think that the Harkonnen have just packed up and left?
Gurney, I want you to make contact with the smugglers operating in the deep desert. Tell them that we'll ignore what they're doing from now on, as long as they make it worth our while.
The Emperor is extremely jealous of his spice profits, my lord. It's one thing to turn a blind eye to smugglers. It's quite another to pocket some of their earnings.
Well, then just tell him what we're doing. Bank the entire amount to his name, Shaddam IV, but then deduct it from our taxes as a legitimate expense. In other words, cost of doing business. What?
I would just love to see the Baron's face when he hears of this.
All the Harkonnen parasites who got rich taking smuggler bribes will be flushed into the open.
No more graft. The Emperor cannot deny this. Not in public, anyhow. Well done, lad. Well done.
Now,
An emperor's daughter must do better.
Worthy to be your firstborn, hmm?
They tell me her ambitions tend more to the literary than the political.
Never underestimate the political uses of an awakened mind, Majesty. Subterfuge and cunning are often better allies than a fierce heart and a strong back.
All she lacks is the primacy of our gender.
Then you must marry her well. Someone with a suitably pliable personality.
Too bad it won't be that young Atreides. The most admirable lad, I'm told. Good union of breeding and training. We must arrange to send Duke Leto a token of our love. He must continue to think of us fondly.
Why did we come here, Father? And don't just tell me it's a matter of honor or duty. There's more to it, isn't there?
I've never lied to you, son. We've been entrusted with the most profitable commodity in the universe. That alone makes us many enemies.
Then why don't we call them out? Expose them. In front of the Emperor.
What if he's one of them? This is a hard lesson, son. In the world we live in, self-interest governs all.
Not Cousin Matthias, though?
The Emperor needs us. for the moment, to administer Arrakis, to make the spice flow. But he fears us, Paul. He fears my influence among the great houses.
Where are all the good men gone?
If he decides it's in his interests that House Atreides should fall, he will do nothing to stop it. He might even invite opportunity to hasten it.
Well, then, if you're right, this place is a trap.
Perhaps. But knowing there's a trap is the first step in evading it.
You should have taken the House Atreides renegade. Fled to the darkest corners of the universe.
You're too honorable for that, my love.
No. I'm too fed up. This endless feud stops here.
The Harkonnen are a rogue clan later. No matter how much prestige they try to buy, they'll never have the respect you've earned.
Respect can't buy us peace. I'd trade it all for a place somewhere. Anywhere where we could be alone, where Paul could be safe. All I had to think about was your happiness. Maybe then I could finally make...
Please, don't talk about things that can't be. You belong to your time. I was bred to my destiny. Even if I were able to go back and choose, I would change nothing.
One of yours, Turok?
Harkonnen mercenaries.
Someone is signaling from the palace.
Save your strength for the desert, Atreides. Word has already been sent to the palace. We have people among you.
Are they trustworthy?
They are Fremen. I'll take care of these.
I didn't mean to intrude.
Forgive me, milady. I was enjoying the morning. For a moment, I could imagine my wife walking there. My silk conditioning is supposed to rid me of such unstable emotions as hope. Still, it's all I have left.
We have spies everywhere, Dr. Yui. If she's still alive, we'll find her.
seems almost a sacrilege. Wasting one's water in a land starved for it.
Well, I'm sorry we dragged you here to this dangerous place.
I came willingly, my lady.
Only half the sandcrawlers are operable, but we'll have most of the ornithopters working soon. That is a harvester factory. We have about 1,000. As big as she is, there are worms in the deep desert could swallow one of these whole.
Why don't we use shields?
Shields are useless in the desert. Even a simple body shield will call every worm within 100 kilometers. Drives them into a killing frenzy.
The Imperial ecologist, my lord, Dr. Kine.
We prefer the traditional term, planetologist.
I understand that we have you to thank for our still suits.
I hope they fit well. This is basically a high-efficiency filter and heat exchange system. The skin layer is porous. Perspiration passes through heat filaments and salt precipitators. Water is reclaimed in catch pockets, which you can draw from this tube. Properly adjusted, water loss is kept under 15 milliliters a day.
That's hardly measurable.
That's the point.
You're a Fremen.
I am accepted in both siege and village, but I am in the Emperor's employ. You've worn a still suit before?
This is the first time.
Someone adjusted it for you?
No, it just seemed the right way to put it on, that's all.
Well then, the desert awaits. Maintain 120 degrees southeast, my lord. That's where the Sandmaster is concentrating his equipment.
How many men are there on a mining crew?
As few as possible. Mining is a perilous adventure at best, my lords.
Has anyone ever been lost out this far and survived?
Men have walked out of the near zones by crossing the rock areas where worms seldom go. Fremen? Fremen.
There it is.
That's the harvester.
And those are the scouts?
Yes. Watching for worm sign.
Worm sign?
Wherever there is spice, there are worms.
Always?
They defend the spice sands.
Has there been an effort to wipe them out?
Too much area to cover. Too many worms. A rich field by the look of the color.
Is that worm sign?
Where's the carrier to evacuate the harvester?
Worm sign, approximately 40 kilometers. He's got you.
They always cut it this close?
It is not standard procedure. The carrier should be here by now.
How many men on that harvester?
Usually 23, my lord.
Are we sure the worm will attack?
No doubt about it.
Crew in the harvester, this is Duke Leto Atreides. We are coming in to take you out. Seize operations and prepare for evacuation. Spotters, land to the west, prepare to be boarded.
Those spotters can only carry 4 men in addition to the crew, my lord.
We can only get another 2 in here.
Paul, you and Gurney get to work on the back seats. We'll jettison them when we land. That'll get in 3 more.
This is Harvester Delta Ajax Niner. With all due respect, sir, we have almost the full load.
In the spice, we can always get more. Now prepare for evac. That's an order.
Worm sighting. 10 degrees southwest. Estimated speed 40 knots. Rapid approach. Worm intercepted. 5 minutes.
This is a direct command from your Duke. Seize operations and evacuate the station immediately, or I will cut your ship in two with a laser gun.
I can hear it. The worm. I can hear it coming.
Over here! Over here! 5 of you, over here! The rest of the spotters! Run, you send-off! Run! Run! Run!
Get down! Get down and hang on to anything you can!
What are they doing?
My lord, we must go now! Hurry! Hurry!
Or it'll suck us down.
Capacity overload. Capacity exceeds lift capability. Capacity exceeds lift capability.
Bless the Maker and his water. Bless his coming and his going. May his passage cleanse the world. May he keep the world for his people. What about the men we left behind?
Gurney sent a ship to search for them.
But they was right beside the worm when it
Send a ship anyway.
When God ordains a man's time to die, he directs that man to the proper place. What?
Well, I want the pilot from that missing carry-all delivered to me personally. Someone is going to pay for that waste.
This is a different kind of man. He risked his life and that of his son to save the men instead of the spies. A leader like that could have commanded fanatic loyalty.
This is my legacy to you, son. The greatest wealth in the universe, and the never-ending struggle to defend it.
The ancients used to say, danger and opportunity were often the same thing, Father.
This is not one of Yui's academic exercises, Paul. In Caladan, we ruled by air and sea. But here, we need desert power. Desert power. Remember that.
I definitely belong here.
NATO is growing more popular with every passing week. He has ruined our system of bribes and patronage. He's been able to maintain the spice quota, despite our sabotage. And even the mongrel ecologist Kynes is sending the Emperor favorable reports.
And what do you deduce from all of this, nephew?
The longer we wait, the harder it will be to dislodge him.
Tighter! Try again, will you?
Leto's continued success makes the other great houses nervous, Raban. We can hear whispers, petty jealousies that could easily give birth to considerable envy.
Utter envy! We have a traitor among them. I say strike now!
For your approval, Uncle.
The slave is quite a specimen this time, don't you think, Raban? Perhaps Fade shouldn't be quite so casual today.
Yes. Perhaps my dear brother might even break a sweat today.
What you fail to understand is that I want Leto to become popular. I want him to feel secure. I want him to feel confident. Confidence breeds distraction. And that is when one is most vulnerable. Such a beautiful boy.
Little is known about the giant sandworms that inhabit the desert regions of Arrakis. It is known that worms are drawn to the vibration and noise of mining activity. However, there is no direct evidence linking desert worms to spice production.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
How can someone so gorgeous still be free?
Needs a new dew collector.
Dew collector?
Chromoplastic. At night it cools very fast. In the morning daylight heats it. The surface condenses moisture out of the air. And it trickles down to keep the plants alive. A simple beauty.
A meaningless beauty. In such a God-forsaken place.
We deal here with the law of the minimum. Unless we learn to live with it, conditions can never change.
Are you saying that conditions here could change?
You're so pretty.
Favorable conditions? To change the ecology of the planet?
That depends.
On what?
On who the steward of the desert is. Perhaps one day the person will come who will understand, who will see the future and know what can be. The one who will change Arrakis. The Mahdi.
You asked me to inquire about the shouting the other day. The words they were calling out at your shuttle.
Mahdi, something like that?
It means Messiah. They have a legend here, a prophecy, that a leader will come to them from off-world. A boy, the only son of a Bene Gesserit, to guide them to true freedom.
Messiah? Paul?
These are a simple people, my lord. They survive on hope.
Tell me about the waters of your homeland, Mahdi.
I'm sorry, my lord. Mavis didn't tell me you were in here.
No, wait. It's fine. I was tired. Fell asleep. You can go on about your work. Tell me, do the cooks use much spice in our food?
The spice is everywhere on Arrakis, my lord. Everywhere.
Don't move. Just do exactly as I say. It's a hunter-seeker. It will kill you instantly if you move. Listen to me. The operator, wherever he is, can only target movement. Stay perfectly still. Don't give in. Fear is the mind killer. You're lucky to be alive.
I was its target?
It goes toward movement, that's all.
Takalam Hawat, Nal! You could have let it go and saved yourself. There is a traitor among you. Someone close. Someone very close.
I want him alive! Hey, you!
They tried to take the life of my son!
He looks local.
There's nothing to identify him.
Harkonnen, surely. And not working alone.
Stop it, both of you!
The weather is about to change. I felt it in my left elbow.
Burn him. Everything except the hands. Put some spice in each one and send them to the Baron on Gedi Prime. You almost took the life of my son.
Get out, all of you! Out! You simple ass. I told you that I wanted those bastardized traders to feel secure, but no, you couldn't wait. You had to have your own way, and now your initiative has made them more defensive. Now what, Piter?
Advancing our timetable would seem appropriate at this point.
Another blinding burst of insight. How is it that I am blessed with such extraordinary counselors as these?
There is, of course, the slight troop transport problem. Our negotiations with the Spacing Guild are not yet concluded.
Damn the Guild and their navigators.
Even the Emperor cannot move without the blessing of the Spacing Guild, dear Baron.
And what would you suggest, my most devious mentat?
Offer an increase in spice royalties, payable in advance from Raban's own reserve.
You're out of your mind, you. Get on with it, Piter. We must try and turn this setback to our advantage. Perhaps your incompetence will prove useful after all. And hasten the day House Atreides must fall.
You're tired, Father.
Yes, I am tired. The degeneration of the great houses has worn me out.
Our house hasn't degenerated.
Hasn't it? Your assassin didn't arrive here without help.
Who could you suspect?
I can only suspect. I can't prove, and there's suspicion enough to go around.
It can't be Gurney.
He knew your assassin would be more valuable alive.
Gurney's impulsive, Father. He doesn't have that kind of cunning.
Or Yui's intelligence.
Surely not Yui. His suit conditioning would drive him mad first.
Never let sentiment cloud your judgment, son. There is someone. Sooner or later, you must face whoever it is.
So this is how it works. They sow the seeds of distrust and get us to fear each other.
Learn this lesson well, son. If you want to hold Arrakis, you must be prepared to fight fear with fear. Fear and power.
That's our cue. The man in silver is a stillsuit manufacturer in Carthag, inferior product to the Fremens. The hard-faced woman next to him runs an escort service in Arsunt. Impressive client list, I'm told. By the fireplace, Lingar Butte, water shipper from the polar region. The man to his right...
Spacing Guild representative, how could I miss him?
The man with Tufa is Esmar Tuek, smuggler, highly successful. He has fast ships, if we need them.
My lady, my lord, I was honored by the invitation.
You are always welcome here, Dr. Kynes.
We found the missing carrier, my lord. Hijacked by Harkonnen agents who tried to sell it at a smuggler's camp. They are now dead.
We are indebted to you, sir.
Excuse me, my lord.
My lady will see to it you have everything you need.
It will be my pleasure.
And my honor, my lady.
I understand they lost another harvester to a worm.
If they keep this up, they won't even be able to have enough money to buy water.
Gentlemen and ladies, Her Royal Majesty, Princess Gurulan Korinov.
Your Highness, your attendance is a most welcome delight.
My father sends you his enduring respect and affection, my Lord Duke. The Emperor wishes everyone to know of the confidence he has in House Atreides.
She brings the Emperor's Sardaukar killers as her bodyguards. Water customs here are so fascinating, don't you think, Your Highness?
When I arrived, my bathing towels were hurried away almost before I was dry. To save their squeezings, I assume.
Safe assumption.
Nothing about this place is fascinating. If it weren't for the spice, no one would bother about it at all.
Fortunately enough, for a water seller like you, I would guess. I enjoy watching the flight of birds here on Arrakis. Many exist without any water at all. Carrion eaters, you know. Blood drinkers. A curious adaptation, don't you think?
You mean they are cannibals?
I said they drink blood. Not necessarily the blood of their own kind. Why not? One's fiercest competition comes from one's own kind. They eat from the same bowl. It's said that Fremen drink the blood of their dead. Isn't that so, Dr. Kynes?
Not the blood, sir. All of a man's water. A necessity when one lives in the deep desert. The human body is 70% water. Surely a dead man no longer requires it.
At least here is honest merrymaking.
Careful, lad. That spice beer can go to your head before you know it.
Play, Gurney. Let's you and I at least have some peace.
When the son of my beloved Duke orders me to relax, then by God I intend to do so.
Is that how you really feel, Gurney man? About my father? Beloved?
You young pup. If I didn't know better, I would take those words for an accusation.
It was a simple question.
Your father rescued me from an Arkan slave pit boy. Took me into his household. Grew me as his war master. The man or woman that raises a hand against them will have it cut off by me as a prelude to their death.
I've shamed myself doubting you, Gurney man.
That's enough, lad. No more of this.
Gentlemen and ladies, I use the terms loosely, of course. I, the Baron Harkonnen, have decided that the great seal of our venerable house, that confused and ugly chimera, the Griffin, no longer adequately represents the ambition of our appetites. Therefore, and henceforth, in conclusion and forevermore, ergo, and etc., our ample and royal self, from this day forth and throughout the universe, we shall no longer be known as House Harkonnen. We shall be House Hog.
Now I know why they say your skill with a knife is exceeded only by your mastery of the Baliset. Gurney Haddock. Is it Atreides' custom to abandon an honored guest without even the courtesy of a lame excuse?
Forgive me, Your Highness. Careful. Spice beer can go to your head before you know it.
So I've noticed. You were expecting someone more delicate, perhaps?
Refined was the word I had in mind, actually.
There's an ancient saying I've learned to trust. Never judge a book by its cover. We're not all that different, Paul Atreides. You and me.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I've heard all about the moody Paul, the grim Paul, the angry and unhappy Paul who has been exiled to Arrakis, where, poor boy, one day he will inherit responsibility for the greatest treasure in the universe.
And a never-ending struggle to defend it.
We both suffer the solitude of our birthright.
Except that tomorrow, you'll return to the comfort of your palaces on Kaitane.
To the confinement of its perfect gardens and lonely apartments.
To your servants and entourage.
With their slavish flattery and cautious conversation.
As an heir to an emperor.
Who damns my mother for bearing daughters instead of sons.
You're mocking me.
No. I'm trying to interest you. Are you going to dance with me, or just stand there looking confused? I didn't want to come here, you know. Being an ornament of my father's diplomacy is hardly my idea of a good time. But you turned out to be more complicated than your reputation. And I like complicated.
We have been looking for you, Highness.
So now you've found me.
Have you been hurt?
Be still, Captain.
The princess has been under my protection.
Oh, please.
Gurney, hold.
Stand down, Captain.
Gurney.
I said stand down, Captain.
It's late, Highness. The shuttle awaits.
But I am not ready to go.
Your father left strict orders.
You see?
Perhaps we should be the adults here. Set an example for our hot-tempered friends.
You are more interesting than you appear, Paul Atreides. I hope this won't be our last encounter. My father will no doubt reward you for such mindless obedience, Captain.
Duncan?
Forgive the abrupt arrival, my lord. But we've taken a force of Harkonnen infiltrators. The Fremen found them in the cave of the Shield Mountains. One of the Fremen, Turok, was badly wounded. I rushed him here for treatment.
But he has died.
This is Stilgar, my lord, leader of Turok's tribe.
We've heard many things in the desert about Leto Atreides.
I hope that what you've heard will be the beginning of a friendship between us.
My people have suffered long under the rule of such as you.
No, not such as me, nor any of my family. All that changed when the House Atreides came to Arrakis.
Duncan?
Paul!
Stilgar, this is my son, Paul Atreides.
Yes. We have heard about him as well.
The Fremen want me to remain with them, my lord.
He fights well. And he's done his best for our friend. It will reassure us.
Dual allegiance, my lord, to you and to their tribe.
There is a precedent. Liet serves two masters.
Let it be known among your people, Stilgar, that Duke Leto Atreides honors the sacrifice that your warrior has made on our behalf. I wish nothing but peace between us.
Oh.
Thank you for the gift of your body's water, Stilgar. And accept it in the spirit with which it was given.
Duncan, Idaho. Your water now belongs to us. The body of our friend Turok remains with your Duke. His water now belongs to the Atreides. That is the bond between us.
Mapes? Mapes? Mapes, who did this? Who?
Traitor.
Oh.
Guard. Dead. Shields. The shield.
Lord, forgive me. I had no choice.
Why?
Because I need to save my wife. Much time. The Harkonnen will be in the palace soon. I'm giving you the final revenge, my lord. For this terrible thing I've done to you and your family. You will have your revenge, my lord, I promise. Just remember, the truth. The truth, my lord. When you have the Baron face to face, remember the truth.
An Emperor Sardaukar.
The Duke! Where is the Duke? Not in quarters, sir. We can't find the young master either.
No prisoners. So, as soon as the city is pacified, Piter, remove all of the Sardaukar troops to our frigate. No trace of the Emperor's involvement must ever be found here. Piter!
A pity she has to remain gagged. She has such a magnificent mouth.
A pretty mouth with the sting of a scorpion. We know all about your Bene Gesserit witchery, my dear. Perhaps I should cut your vocal cords, and then Piter could have his way with you. But then again, perhaps not. No blood on my hands. I have no idea what happened to you. So when I see the Emperor's wrinkled old bitch of a Trusair, I suppose I'll just have to say, dunno.
Into the desert. Let the worms clean up the mess. The bodies must never be found.
He looks sufficiently paralyzed.
My half of the bargain, Baron. I promised you the Duke. There he is.
Oh, and it's a delicious sight, Doctor.
Now it's time for your half.
And believe it or not, I'm a man of my word.
Where is she? You promised we'd be reunited. You said you'd free her if I did what you asked. Well, I've done it. So where is she?
Your wife is free, my good doctor. Completely free. Free of her mortal coil. Free of her physical cage. I freed her. I promised you'd be reunited, and I'm a man of my word. As now you can see.
You think you've defeated me?
Never trust a traitor, not even one you create. Well, my noble Duke, are you enjoying the show? I hope so. I kept you alive so you could witness every precious moment of your betrayal.
Oh.
Oh, the boy. I don't know how to leave him to the desert. He and that gorgeous woman of yours. My men left them to explore the beauty of the sands of Arrakis. Perhaps they'll see some worms. We couldn't have all that noble blood all over our hands, now could we? Well, the Emperor was quite insistent about that. Oh, yes. Your beloved Emperor. Just goes to show, never get more popular than the boss. Unless you intend to sack him. Did I say that? How impolitic of me. I must be spending too much time with that idiot nephew of mine, Raban. Still, you won't say anything, will you, my dear man?
Perhaps we should get on with it, then...
Get on with it! This is Canley! Piter! Vendetta! And I am going to savor every minute of it. My family has hated the Atreides for generations. They have been the sand in our eyes, the stink at our meals. These arrogant Atreides, always standing in our way. I want Leto to appreciate the beauty of what I've done to him. I want him to know that I, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, am the instrument of his family's demise, the extinction of House Atreides and the ascendance of House Harkonnen. What did he say?
2.
What did he say, Piter? Oh, need you more proof of what Heaven's choice is? Atreides is dead, and Harkonnen lives!
He's dead. Father's dead.
What are you doing?
We won't survive longer than a few hours in the open. We have to find shelter.
But Harkonnen patrols. Worms.
We have to take our chances.
One of ours.
Can't take the chance. Could be Harkonnen. Come to finish the job.
Hurry! Harkonnen patrol ships are in the area, approaching fast.
Strap in!
What is this place?
A Fremen siege. A small one. There's a storm coming. We can stay here until it passes.
Yet, we must talk.
Rest here.
How did you know where to find us?
Dr. Yui sent a courier. Said you were being taken to the bled south of the mountain shield.
My lord. I'm supposed to give you this.
Harkonnen patrols are in the area. They tracked our Thopter. They called you Liane. You're the one, aren't you? The one who's never seen, the one who may not even exist at all. Their leader. I prefer the term guide to leader. Guiding them? Until Mahdi comes.
Harkonnen Thopter is approaching.
My lord. The term guide to leader. Guiding them? Until Mahdi comes.
Harkonnen Thopter is approaching.
My lord. You coming with us?
No.
They'll kill you.
Me? I'm Dr. Kynes. I work for the Emperor, you remember? I'll just say I was your hostage.
My lord, please.
I must remain with the Fremen, my lord. As I promised your father.
We have no choice.
Nothing survives one of those storms.
Unless they want to die, they won't follow us in, will they? You must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. No one fears my fear. I will let it pass through me. When the fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
There is a legend that the night House Atreides lost Arrakis, a star exploded in the skies above their homeland on Caladan. But the saga of Dune was far from over. Arrakis. Dune. A land so starved for water a single tear is cherished. It is here and only here where can be found the spice. Greatest treasure in the universe, and the never-ending cause of conflict, betrayal, and murder.
Another bad dream, Uncle?
No, it's indigestion, that's all. Miserable food here. I can't wait to be off this foul planet. What are you doing here, boy?
They're dead, Uncle. The Bene Gesserit witch and her son, both dead. We discovered a Fremen siege not far from where our Thopter was supposed to crash. They've been rescued by that Atreides snake, Duncan Idaho. The ecologist, Kynes, was with them.
The Emperor's man.
We killed Idaho, captured Kynes. The witch and her son were last seen driving a Thopter into a sandstorm.
You've seen the bodies?
They're most certainly dead.
You've seen the bodies?
Nothing survives one of those storms, Uncle. The wind was over 800 kilometers an hour. Nothing survives.
How long have you been asleep?
Not long. Storm passed a little while ago. It was Yui. He's the one who betrayed us. They had his wife.
You should put it on, Paul. You're the Duke now.
We have to get out of here. Found some supplies stowed in a compartment by the hatch. Paracompass, vision goggles, still suits.
But where will we go?
Find the Fremen.
Fremen?
We're going to need them. Take back Arrakis.
How do we know which way to go?
South.
That's into the deep desert.
There were rumors of siege communities there. That's where we'll find the Fremen. Or die trying.
this time of year.
I'm all right. I'm all right. It's just stress. I'm fine. Please, Your Majesty, please, you must control your anger. Did you think I wouldn't find out? Or did you think I would just be too simple-minded to see the truth?
Leave us alone. What happened on Arrakis was beyond my control, daughter. An ancient feud between royal houses.
Don't patronize me, Father. Isn't it enough that you used me?
Used you?
Sending me to the Duke as a token of your support? Making me a courier of your esteemed respect, while you were plotting behind his back?
Quiet, child.
Or was that your idea, Fenring? That would be something your perverse mind would suggest.
Watch your tongue, girl.
And what will you do if I don't? Send me into the desert to die like that poor boy and his mother.
No one sent them anywhere. They fled. Despite the Baron's efforts, he assures me he did everything he could to secure them from harm.
You were involved, Father. I know you were. Or at least you did nothing to prevent it.
Enough! There will come a time, daughter, when you will have to shed this naivete of yours and learn what it means to rule an empire.
And when that time comes, Father, you may learn to regret it.
It's only another few kilometers, that's all. Hurry, we don't have much time. The sun will soon be up full. We'll have some shade in here. If there are any Harkonnen patrols this far, I'll have a tough time spotting us.
Such a pity. A pity that you had to get mixed up in this business, Doctor.
I'm not mixed up in it, Baron. I'm the Emperor's servant. Nothing more and nothing less.
So you did not lead them to that warren of Fremen scum?
That was Idaho's idea. He had forged a friendship with them.
Oh, yes, yes. We know all about Idaho and his efforts on the Duke's behalf. A foolish, desperate gambit. And where was that Fremen trash when he needed them, eh? So, what will you say when the Emperor questions you about what happened here? What's your impression?
The desert is an indiscriminate executioner, Baron.
Well, I suppose that Bene Gesserit whore and her spawn have found that out, haven't they? Be sure he recalls his flimsy denials when he's face to face with death's sweet smile.
Tell me about the waters of your homeland, Timothy.
On Caladan, we ruled by air and sea, Paul. But here on Arrakis, you need desert power. It's calling to you.
Tell me about the water. Tell me about the waters of your homeland, Timothy.
It'll be night soon. We'll move on.
Did you get any rest?
Some. How are you feeling?
Oh, better. Try not to slow us down as much tonight.
How is my sister? I'm having dreams again. Visions. Even when I'm awake. I've seen her, Mother, inside of you.
Even your father didn't know.
Why not?
There wasn't time.
Everything is permitted.
What have you done to me?
I gave birth to you.
A freak.
No, not a freak.
Then what? This place is changing me. It's the spice. It's in the air we breathe, in the food we eat. I can't escape it. Drink it all. Best place to conserve water is in your body. Still suit will do the rest. If we stay on this dune, we'll reach those mountains a lot sooner.
Is that a good idea?
It's the most direct path. You all right?
Yes.
Hold on. That shouldn't have happened. I was careless about these dunes. We lost our paracompass.
Can you hear that?
Worm. Must have heard the sand fall. Run! Just run! called it away. Did you smell it? Cinnamon smell.
Spice.
Everywhere.
How can someone so gorgeous still be free?
When the worm came.
Oh.
There had to have been people for this many plants to survive.
Fremen.
We have to find them.
Most intruders here regret finding the Fremen. Don't run, intruders. There is no escape.
I know you. You're Stilgar. The Fremen who came to see my father with Duncan Idaho.
There was a sloppy crossing you made from the crash. You called a worm.
You were watching us? All of that time?
We didn't see you.
You weren't meant to.
We're wasting time here still.
This is the boy Liet told us to seek.
How can you be sure? I say we take their water and move on.
Be quiet, James. As you can hear, I have a problem to solve. My people are cautious and pragmatic. Good qualities in the desert. Better sometimes to miss an opportunity than invite disaster. Your only value at the moment is the water in your flesh.
You know the law still.
Yes. The law.
Tell them to stop hunting my son. Tell them.
Leave off! Leave the boy alone! Do you hear me?
This the way you welcome friends of Liet? Is it? Misesses Plegia. Andral Terepora.
As leader of this tribe, I'm offering the waiting woman and her son sanctuary. No Fremen anywhere will lay hand on you while you have my protection.
For how long?
Don't be a fool, woman. You're fugitives from the Harkonnen. Don't be fugitives from us as well.
I can't do much without the resources.
Merciful God. I've heard of the waiting ways.
I love doing
Imagine
the
what a
same
man
thing
can do with it.
every day.
No doubt we have much to teach each other.
You can't come down, boy. Your mother has shown her worth.
You won't move unless I
definitely
say so.
belong.
Discipline.
You should go husband hunting before your
Paul.
beauty starts to fade.
Paul! He's here!
The sound of crunching leaves reminds me how much
He's
still
unharmed.
needs to be done before winter.
We are coming down.
Why is bread so expensive? Because of the taxes or what?
Leave me alone.
Made a lot of noise climbing.
He has much to learn.
Stilgar. Can you travel, James?
Have you ever wondered what a world without
He
kings
surprised
would
me,
look like?
that's all. Of course I can travel.
Good. We have now two with us who are not trained. In squad lines with flankers. We have to make Cave of Riches before full sun. Cheney,
How
you
can
will be
someone
responsible
so
for
gorgeous
this.
still be
My
free?
name is Paul.
Only until we give you a new one.
Follow me. Do exactly as I do.
Winter is coming. All right, then. Keep your secret. My uncle had been building his house for 10 years. I
Across
wonder
there is
how much
home.
time it would take him to build a
Siege
settlement
to
like
bar.
this one.
We'll be there tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That must be hundreds of kilometers from here.
I bet many
It'll be
men
a hard
have tried
ride.
to propose to you.
The sun will be up soon. Patrols sometimes come this far. We can't let them see us.
I'm so glad I settled down here. I have no more materials.
I should bring my relatives over. Maybe not Cousin Maria.
When you give us your still suits, we will recover your water for you.
Here is some food.
I have a feeling that even I would make better things.
Spice.
We don't have delicacies from the cities like you are used to.
It's fine. It's fine.
She's the one, isn't she? The one you've seen in your dreams. I can tell by the way you stare at her.
I don't know what it means.
Be careful, Paul. We are new to these people, as they are to us. Everything we say and do must be careful.
Nothing is
Predicting the future, then
Everything is
plotting to make it so.
These are superstitious people. If we are to survive, it would be best to accommodate their legends.
I'm the steward of the sand. I am a desert creature. A desert creature.
Not finished yet! Still have work to do!
The pre-spice mass.
I am a desert creature!
Spice blow. Somewhere to the east. A large field from the looks of it.
We have to send gatherers before Harkonnen pirates come for it.
You harvest the spice?
For bribes to the Spacing Guild. It's Liet's wish. We pay them to keep our skies free of their satellites, so that no one can know what we are doing here. You will learn.
My grandpa used to say, when nothing hurts you, you're dead.
Amtal! I invoke Amtal.
James!
What is this?
His way of dealing with what happened the other night.
That was an accident. He bested me because there was witch force at Tawano Basin. Amtal, it's my right.
You must not interfere. James has called him out.
You're starting something here you're going to regret.
Stilgar.
You must step back.
You know what's good for you. You will find an honorable way to leave this thing alone.
Silence! I invoke silence. She's trying to put a spell on me.
If you try that again, we know it's your witchcraft. I won't be able to protect you or the boy anymore.
Come. You can't stop this.
A crysknife. Our ritual weapon. Use it well.
May your blade chip and shatter. I'm gonna bathe this knife with your blood.
First, you'll have to find my blood.
Do you yield? Yield!
There's no yielding. It's to the death, boy.
He's never had to kill.
Then you'd better learn. Finish. Don't toy with him.
Our way.
He's best in jail.
This didn't have to happen.
It is our way.
Your way. Killing each other.
No man recognizes leadership without the challenge of combat. There is a legend among us that a voice from the outworld will come. The Mahdi. He will hold the key to our future. It is said that a Bene Gesserit will be his mother, a Sayadina, friend of God. There are rumors about you and your son from the city. Liet.
You hope I am that one, that Paul is.
I hope. And I fear.
If it's true, your boy will have to call me out one day. Challenge me for the leadership of the tribe.
The Hanui is prepared. It's time.
It's our way.
Gurichar, Manteni.
I need to drink.
From water does all life begin. The flesh belongs to the person, but his water belongs to the tribe.
I was a friend of Jamie's. When the hawk plane fell upon us, at a hole in the rock,
My mouth's
it was
dry.
Jamie's who pulled me to safety.
I was a friend of Jameis.
I was a friend of James.
I'm thirsty.
I was a friend of Jameis. He taught me that when you kill, you pay for it.
My mouth's dry.
He sheds tears. He gives water to the dead.
Jameis carried 33 liters of the tribe's water, counted and measured. Combat water is entrusted to the winner. Because you fight without still suit,
I need
you may
some
regain the water
water
you lost fighting. May you guard it for the tribe. Preserve it against loss. Be generous with it in time of need. May you pass it on in your time for the good of the tribe.
Needs a naming now still.
It's time. What would you have us call you, young Atreides? By what name do you wish Fremen to know you?
What is the name of that little mouse? The one in the desert? The one that jumps?
Muad'Dib. Is that the name you wish?
Yes.
Muad'Dib. Wise in the ways of the desert. Hiding from the sun, traveling at night. We call him the teacher of boys. Muad'Dib. Yeah, a fine choice. So from now on, you will be addressed as Muad'Dib.
Wait for my signal. Then you must do exactly as I do. Your lives will depend on it. There. Get ready.
Is that?
The one who will come. Mahdi.
It's the gatherer Stilgar sent to the spice book.
Give her some time, Muad'Dib. Liet is dead. We found his remains at the spice block.
Dr. Kynes is dead.
Harkonnen treachery.
She loved her father very much.
It needs a new dew collector. Tell me about the waters of your homeland, Mahdi.
We had rivers of it. Great flowing veins of water. From the snows of mountains into lakes so wide you couldn't see the other side. Oceans of water. Our home was on the coast. Great waves would hurl themselves against the cliffs. They used to put me to sleep.
My father had a dream, Muad'Dib. A dream that one day we could change this place. Make it more like your homeland.
Wind track.
Plenty of moisture this morning. My father is at peace. Muad'Dib? We have thousands of these caches. Only a few of us know them all.
I know this place.
No off-worlder has ever seen it.
I have. In my dreams.
This is the water we will use to change the face of Arrakis. As my father taught us. The voice from the outworld will come. Mahdi. We will make a paradise of Arrakis. And no man shall ever want for water again.
Come.
You summoned me, Highness.
I have a special errand for you, Farah.
I'm here to serve, my lady.
I'm sending you to the Harkonnen planet, Gadi Prime. I want you to insinuate yourself among the Fat Baron's family. His nephew, Fade, the narcissistic type, should be especially amenable to your expert charms.
And how will you want me to use him?
I want to know what happened on Arrakis the night Duke Leto and his family were killed. I want to know how it was planned, who was involved, and I want to know who the Harkonnen allies were.
I'll do my best.
I've no doubt of that.
Just as you said, still.
Our current greed for spies is the most reliable beacon in the universe.
Reconnaissance team on the ground. Ground recon. Proceed to spice patch. Anyone else hear that?
We didn't even have to damage the doctor. The man will fly to our caves and fight.
no mayday, no evidence of wreckage when we went to investigate.
That's the third stop that is my...
The patch they were scouting turned out to be mock spice. It was probably a plant to lure them there.
Fremen scum!
Could you give me some directions on what I should do?
We caught these in a raid last night, a village near the rim wall, known to be desert sympathizers.
Mercy, Governor. We are refugees. We need food.
Liar! Spies! That's what you are. Spies for the Fremen scum. Fremen scum who raid my spice warehouses! Who destroy royal equipment!
No. We are poor. We have no weapons.
He was trying to dispose of this when we caught him.
Send words to the filth of the desert! Tell them what you witness here! Tell them this is what awaits them!
Put that away, Fade, and come here. I want you to see this. The latest love letter from your brother.
Appears to be enjoying himself.
The moron's appetite for killing never ceases to amaze me.
By the time he's finished, there won't be a population left to rule.
Oh, cheer up, lovely boy. I merely allow him to brutalize them, to savage them, until you arrive, the handsome Fade, to rescue them from the beast Raban. Oh, they will be ripe for you, lovely boy. Fade the savior. They will be cheering in the streets. You can even give them your brother's head as a gift, if you like. And then you will squeeze, like the grips of a vice, so our treasuries become fat with the profit of spice.
No man recognizes leadership without the challenge of combat.
It is the way.
Call him out! Call him out! Call him out! Call him out! Call him out!
What do you see? Muad'Dib. When you go away like that, where is it you go?
Many places still. Many roads. Many choices.
These choices, good or bad?
It's hard to know sometimes.
Either they're good choices or bad choices.
Aren't you ever afraid still?
Of storms.
Of the future.
The future, Muad'Dib, just is.
They're like ghosts! Everywhere!
ready, Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib, it's time. We must hurry.
He's waiting, Reverend Mother.
Who else knows he's here?
No one. He made it clear on his arrival that we should summon you and no other.
The other witches must leave.
As you wish. This visit is as indiscreet as it is unexpected. Let's hope the Emperor's curiosity isn't aroused.
The Emperor's suspicions are easily moderated by his dependence on our services.
As you're so fond of reminding us.
The navigators are concerned.
Concerned?
They are disturbed about the future. There is a problem on the horizon.
What kind of problem?
They are troubled by a nexus they can't fully explore. An intersection of events. A meeting of countless delicate decisions beyond which lies a path they cannot see.
And where is this nexus?
Planet Arrakis.
House Harkonnen controls Arrakis now. The Atreides are dead.
It is not a matter of feuding royal houses. We sense a higher order interfering.
A misstep could be catastrophic.
Then we understand one another.
Completely. We'll do what we can. I thought I felt something.
The spice must flow.
The balance of power must be maintained.
Sayadina?
I'm awake, Cheney. Has there been any word? A courier, perhaps?
No. The raids are in the Haga Basin. They won't risk communication until they are deep across the Bled. Forgive me, Sayadina.
Is there something else?
No. No, it's just your skin.
My skin?
We've heard the stories about off-worlders. The ones who come from water planets. Skin so moist. It's like cream. Muad'Dib's skin is like that.
Paul? Muad'Dib is still a boy. I mean, he still has the glow of youth.
Yes. I say my prayers for his safe return.
We both do, Cheney.
the smugglers transport our spice tribute to the cursed Spacing Guild? The Emperor never knows.
But bribes are dangerous still. They have a way of getting larger.
Safe way is the slow way, Muad'Dib. Bribes keep the skies of our sieges clear. Bribes buy us time. Something wrong, Muad'Dib?
I thought I saw someone I knew.
I'll call them in. Tell them to hold the smuggler's departure.
No, still. Let them go. Must have been mistaken.
My father's patience is wearing thin. These troubles on Arrakis are proving difficult to manage. And our time is running short. I want you to make arrangements for a trip to Gadi Prime.
Milady!
The Baron's nephew is having a birthday celebration. The Emperor ought to be represented, don't you think? I'm in the mood for a party. Besides, it's time to shed some of this naivete.
She's not going! I'm not going to allow that headstrong, meddlesome child loose in Babylon. My God, what a catastrophe that would be. The eldest daughter of the Imperial House, ensnared by the likes of Harkonnen and his dreadful progeny.
Yes, catastrophe indeed. But perhaps a seducer could be seduced.
The more we know of the Baron's schemes, the more we are prepared for the endgame.
Our operatives on Gadi Prime have limited access. Your daughter, on the other hand, has proved quite adept at intelligence gathering. Gently chaperoned, I should think she'd prove quite useful once again.
You've heard the voices from your sieges. They say the Mahdi has come. But you, the naibs of your tribes, are still cautious. You resist. But I am offering you the future. The future as Liet saw it.
How do you know what Liet saw?
Because I've seen it. Here. And here. And once we rid Arrakis of the vile Harkonnen, we can complete his dream. I promise this. Arrakis will become the paradise Liet imagined.
You'll never rid Arrakis with guerrilla raids, boy. It will take all-out war.
That's why I'm asking you for hundreds of your best young men. I want to give them the Weirding Way. So they can come back to you and train hundreds more. So those hundreds can train hundreds more. And then hundreds will become thousands. A Fedaykin. A force to rival the dreaded Sardaukar. A force to terrify the Emperor himself. My father once told me that here on Arrakis, one needed desert power to rule. You are desert power, and nothing can stop you if you believe.
So you are the one.
Jessica of the Weirding, our Reverend Mother Romana.
Mabe said you were beautiful. She also said she pitied you.
I need no one's pity.
That remains to be seen. There is much talk of you in the sieges. I hear the people speaking of the Mahdi. I hear them shout the name Muad'Dib.
He is a natural leader, like his father. The men admire his courage.
It will take more than courage to survive what's coming. The boy, he knows what it is that's happening here?
He is aware.
You've exploited our legends well.
We had to survive.
And you may. For a while. But remember this. The very legend which protects you can also destroy you.
How are you feeling?
Well, tired sometimes.
Healthy.
I'm growing fast.
I saw the one they call the Reverend Mother.
Yes, she came from the southern siege.
Why?
To see me. To see you.
She's Bene Gesserit.
One of our missionaries.
Convenient.
Stilgar says you've learned much.
He's tougher than Howard ever was.
Cheney is happy to see you, I noticed.
Why didn't you marry him, Mother?
Because I loved him. As long as your father remained unmarried, some of the great houses could still hope for an alliance through marriage. We both knew what that meant. There were no illusions.
You would have allowed it.
I would have encouraged it.
Politics.
I could really
Yes.
do with a drink.
Politics.
While I was on the Hajra, I had dreams about this garden. Except it wasn't here, it was somewhere else.
Was I there?
Yes. And there were children. Playing. Very happy.
A wonderful dream.
Janie? Do you think it's possible to love someone enough that you'd be willing to give that person up?
I think there are times when it's necessary to share the one you love with things greater than both of you. Everything is connected, one thing to another. The living and the dead, the animate and the inanimate. A system. All parts functioning to serve the whole. Smell the air, Muad'Dib.
Cinnamon.
The pre-spice mass is below us. Maybe 100 feet or more, but right. The Maker has left her nest long ago. Her children have joined together for survival. They have grown. They are losing water now. It will mix with their waste. If enough has accumulated, a giant bubble of foam will heave up with tremendous force.
Spice blow.
Trading places with the sands above. The sun and heat will dry it out, and soon,
spice.
Treasure of the universe.
The worm is the spice.
So now you know. Many of the little makers will die in the blow. The rest will swim up to become Shah Halud, the great worm. We may capture a few, keep them stunted for water of life. That's enough for now.
When religion and politics ride in the same cart, the whirlwind follows. You are the Quised Haderach boy, the one who can be many places at once. You are the whirlwind.
It's almost night, Muad'Dib. Time to return to the siege. You've been dreaming.
Your secrets.
Too impatient, Farok. You moved too soon. Try again.
It's easy to
Watch his posture.
I just don't like
Even the slightest change in his breathing gives you advantage.
Animals, children, politics, work.
Fine.
Don't wish it were easier.
Better, Farok.
Wish you were better.
You'll have it soon.
I am Othium. These are my brothers from Siege Gara Kulan. We've come to find the one who calls himself Muad'Dib.
You're a long way from your tribe, Othium.
We've come to join your crusade. We want to learn the Weirding way. We want to become Fedaykin.
You have the blessing of your Naib?
We do. Only good fighters, Muad'Dib.
I believe you. Let their waters join with ours.
We must congratulate you on the perfection of your air, Baron.
He faces his 100th slave gladiator in the arena this afternoon.
He appears ready.
Well, then, perhaps we might take this opportunity to conduct our conversations. There is much to discuss.
Indeed. If that means with your approval, my lady.
I am quite entertained here.
Fine. By your leave, then. What other house would have been willing to humiliate itself so the Emperor could rid himself of a troublesome duke?
He's been asking himself that very question.
Are you suggesting that the Emperor contemplates a move against me?
Speculation is not a worthy science, Baron. Whether we spend our energy on what's most important, the spice must flow. I must say, I've always found Harkonnen architecture rather curious.
Harkonnen patrols have taken more risks, coming deeper into the southern regions than ever before. Sooner or later, our bribes to the Guild won't be enough to protect us. Then it's agreed. We move with the next moons. When the Harkonnen find this place, there must be nothing left but the wind howling through the rocks.
There is no turning back now.
Subdue the Maker.
Asker is dead.
The water of life.
May Shai Hulud have mercy on both of us.
Yes.
When night falls again, we have to leave this siege. It has sheltered us for so long. We must go south, into the deep desert, where the demon Harkonnen will not pursue us. But our Reverend Mother will not survive another Hashra. So that we don't have to make that journey without her strength and guidance, Sayadina Jessica has consented to undergo the rites at this time. This is dangerous, and Jessica may fail. So that we don't lose all, Cheney, daughter of Liet, will be consecrated as Sayadina, friend of God.
I consecrate the daughter of Liet in the Sayadina.
How are you? Can I interest you in some of my wares?
How do you do? Wants to see my wares?
Here is the water of life, the water that will free your soul. If you are a reverent mother, the universe will open to you. Let Shai Hulud judge now.
Bravo.
You must drink it now.
I'm starving.
What's happening to her?
The water is poisoned until she changes it. This must take its course.
Mother? Mother?
cannot go there. That is the place
we cannot look. The place only the Gwisak Hederic may go. You must turn away, Jessica, or it will drive you mad. Don't be afraid. I have much to show you. Here is my life, Jessica of the Weirding, and the lives that have come before. They are yours now. You are pregnant. You should have told us. Holy Mothers, what have we done?
This changes you both. Your daughter is in danger. Take her into your arms. She must see all that we see. That is the only way you can save her. Change the waters, Jessica. You must change them now.
The plan was perfect in its simplicity and viciousness.
Of course it was. You helped your uncle design it, didn't you?
Duke Leto thought he was gaining control of Arrakis, but he was only being fattened up for sacrifice.
The kill, Vade. Tell me about the kill.
Swift and merciless. The Atreides never had a chance. Sardaukar had the palace sealed within hours.
Sardaukar?
I sent the final communique to your father, myself.
I'm starving.
Mother?
Yes? Mother Ramallo is gone. But she remains.
You have changed the waters. Now we know you cannot be false.
Paul.
The Reverend Mother has changed the water of life. It's now safe for us to drink.
The son and his mother, the Duke's concubine and her son. What did you do with them?
Lost in a storm, devoured by the desert.
You found their bodies and disposed of them?
Never found them.
You never found the bodies?
trembling.
I'm afraid.
Of what?
Of you. You make me see things.
What do you see?
I see us. Together. There is a great storm. I have a child in my arms. Our child, Maudie. It's not a dream.
I know you, Cheney. I've always known you. We've sat upon a rock above the sands. I've eased your fears. We've caressed in the darkness of the siege. We've grown old together.
History will say that the Fremen were about to find their Messiah. That Paul Atreides would find his revenge. And the world as we knew it would change. Forever. The saga of Dune is far from over. Arrakis. Dune. A land so starved for water, a single tear is cherished. Wilderness home to the mysterious desert tribes called Fremen, who long for a messiah to free them from Harkonnen bondage. A messiah. A boy once known as Paul, now known as Muad'Dib.
Pick up the pace, you lazy desert rats. We have a quota to meet.
Right away, right away.
Disperse the men to the safe houses. Get word to Stilgar. We'll evacuate the city tomorrow.